Tonight, 25 Investigates uncovers more cases of missing and forgotten foster kids kicked out of the system. Our year-long investigation sparked national outrage.
Investigative reporter Eric Rasmussen found thousands of foster kids across the country had their cases closed while they were still missing. And now, Eric, more former foster kids in Massachusetts are coming forward.
Some are calling out the governor and DCF, who told us they never closed the cases of foster kids while they're missing. Our investigation found otherwise, and now more former foster kids, foster parents, and advocates are speaking up. Amid a crisis at the border,
I'm still in fear. I'm still in fear of them.
25 Investigates exposed the U.S. failing its own children over and over again.
The reality is these children are refugees in our own country.
Since the year 2000, our review of federal records revealed child welfare agencies across the country closed the cases of more than 100,000 foster kids labeled missing or runaway. When we found former foster kids on the street in Boston who said DCF closed their cases while they were missing, the state pushed back.
We don't ever close the case of a foster kid when they're still missing.
That's a lie, because they did with me.
Alyssa Sarno contacted 25 Investigates after seeing our report. Records confirm she was in state custody since the age of 14, in and out of group homes, labeled a runner. Sarno says she was 17 and pregnant and missing from DCF care when she called her caseworker for help.
She had told me, like, oh, well, you chose to run, you might as well stay out on the run, you're gonna age out anyways. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sick, you know, I need help. What am I gonna do? You should have thought of that before you ran.
Sarno says she aged out of the system without ever returning to state-run care. As 25 Investigates first reported, Massachusetts DCF unloads more than 800 foster children from the system every year when they turn 18. But the agency told us it does not track how many of those emancipated kids were missing at the time they were discharged.
I don't even know that there are words to really describe how unfair it is that these kids are basically being thrown away.
Members of Boston CASA, court-appointed special advocates, say they've also seen the state close the cases of missing foster kids when they turn 18.
They said she's actually ineligible for services because she was missing.
Even if she came back and asked for help?
She came back and asked for them, and they said no.
DCF says it can provide help to foster kids until they're 21. But the agency has refused all of our requests to sit down and speak with Commissioner Linda Spears. It's not the first time she's been camera shy. This is her trying to get away from us after a hearing on a different issue earlier this year. We did hear from another person appointed by the governor. Maria Masitis is the state child advocate.
Can the state do better at this?
I'm not sure.
Masitis blamed a lack of funding for past failures of DCF, but insists the state has made improvements recently, and she seemed to minimize the problem of missing and runaway foster kids.
In any given day, it's less than 1% of the kids, and in most of those circumstances, social workers are in contact with the youth, that the youth is still talking to the staff.
With all due respect, though, to say it's 1%, is that satisfactory?
I don't think it's satisfactory for any child to be missing.
I ran because there was a cry out for help. No one wanted to listen to me.
When DCF closed Alyssa Sarno's case, she says it was not the first time the state let her down.
I was heartbroken. She was heartbroken.
Maria and Ruben Costa say they were approved to become Alyssa's foster parents, but on her 16th birthday, the state reversed course, and she was forced to remain in a group home.
It was heartbreaking to tell a 16-year-old that she had no place to go, that nobody really wanted her.
If I work tomorrow and I work 9 to 4.
Now 24, on her own, and a mother of 2.
So I'm still here. Oh God, hold on. I'm still here trying to pick up the pieces.
Sarno says she's determined to not let the state's failures in the past determine her future.
And just today, DCF told us it can't comment on Alyssa Sarno's case, and the department conceded that it didn't even have an official policy on dealing with missing kids until just 2 years ago.
Unreal. Eric, is DCF ever going to sit down with you and talk about this issue?
Well, again, Vanessa, you know, we've been trying to speak with Commissioner Linda Spears for more than a month now. She was appointed by Governor Baker in 2015. She makes $140,000 a year. I can tell you we will catch up with her one way or another as we continue to tell the stories of these missing and forgotten kids.
Eric, excellent reporting. Thanks so much.